Namaste everybody, welcome, hope you're all well. My name is Amit and feels like ages that I have done a video, and so I'm glad that I'm back and hope you're all well as well. So today I thought we will do a meditation session based on managing stress and stress relief. You might have already known it's a epidemic in Australia and in fact all over the world. I guess it started with in generally speaking, in Australia we have busy lives, we have so many pressures, responsibilities. I was reading an article, mortgage payment and house loans are like more than 60% of person's income. That's where the money goes to. So you have to pay so much money just to have a roof. What to speak of the influence of COVID-19, and before that the bushfire that happened, and and then there's relationship problems, work stress, you name it. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? So and recently specifically I thought I'll bring this up, this subject, because it is such a passive, hidden kind of problem. It doesn't show up on the surface. It's not like you feel that, oh, I am stressed and I need to do something about it. It's not as clear as a fever or a cold. You can do some test and you can find out, this is the problem. It's usually a silent killer, they call it. And I do, I have a work job I do, plus I volunteer my time with meditation and yoga, and then we homeschool our daughter, and we do a lot of volunteering. We reach out to communities to do programs, so we juggle a lot of responsibilities. And recently it's there was a point where each of those things I undertake or responsibilities were kind of at a critical point, or there was some conflict or some challenges. So there's a lot to kind of deal with, spend time and process, and I didn't realize that I was stressed or something, but I noticed that I get agitated pretty easily, or you can see I put on a bit of weight, you become a bit sluggish, you become a bit like, oh, leave me alone, or poor me, and you kind of pick, I found myself picking myself, correcting others, or telling, oh, this is how you should do it, or that's how it should be done, or or just not the best person that you can be, just not being able to be nice and being patient, and you can see all of that it's not happening, something is shifted. So then I reflected on these ideas a little bit, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I'm just stressed. So then I started reading more about it, and I thought I would share these meditation practices today and focus more on that aspect. And I can tell you, this 2-3 weeks or so, I have been doing some of the things that more. It's not like I wasn't doing them before, but I'm doing this now more mindfully, more being aware that, hey, this is some of the problems that happen, and I need to be mindful, and I need to look after this. Introspection and awareness are really nice qualities that anyone can cultivate. And this meditation helps to do that. So let's get started. So the first thing that can help enormously with managing stress is mindfulness practice, and we'll combine it with some breath work. So let's just begin to sit comfortably, and you can close your eyes. It might be a longer session today, I thought it's an important subject and we'll just take it slowly and cover some of these ideas. So be prepared to reserve some time for this session. So just keeping your eyes closed and just breathing, taking time to breathe. You inhale and you exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's make an effort to deepen the breath, to make it a bit more slow and more deeper. So let's just bring our palms onto your abdomen. Middle finger slightly touching, placing it on top of your belly button. And we just draw our breath to your palms, into that abdomen region. That's where the lower region of the lungs are. So we are trying to breathe into that lower region of the lungs. You notice as you breathe in, your palms, your belly button expand, your fingers separate a bit, and you exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. Just making that gentle effort to draw your breath to the lower region. Activating. Now if your mind wanders, just gently place it back onto your breath. Now let's bring our palms onto your rib cage. This is where the middle region of your lungs are. You can cross your hands over, just like giving your body a hug. And we breathe in into our rib cage. You inhale, your rib cage expands, and you exhale. Activating that middle region of your spine. Your lungs. Now we bring our hands just on top of your heart, below your collarbone. That's where the upper region of your lungs are. And we just breathe in to the upper chest. Your upper chest expands. You may feel this is easier to breathe into that region. It's because most people actually breathe in to the upper region. They're called shallow breathers, and I won't be surprised if you say, oh wow, I feel I do that a lot of time. They were saying that over 80% of the people actually just breathe into that upper region of the lungs. No wonder it tightens up your neck and shoulder region. You feel more stressed because you're not using the middle and the bottom region of your lungs. So let's undo that process. We keep one hand on the upper chest, we bring one hand onto the abdomen where we started, and we breathe deep down into your abdomen. Let the air rise to the middle region, your upper chest. Exhaling from the upper chest, middle region. Finally your abdomen folds back. Continuing to breathe. If you're a visual person, it's just like filling a glass with water. Filling a glass from bottom to top, and you empty it from top to bottom. Just continuing to breathe. Nice, long, deep breaths. More rhythm to it. Just by practicing this breath work, just taking a moment, 5 minutes it took, it activates your parasympathetic nervous system that is linked to relaxation, helps to calm the mind, calm the nervous energy, and helps us to be more focused and have more clarity for the job ahead, for the day ahead. And in this case, it helps with our meditation practice. So this is a very simple practice that you can make a part of your daily habits, and it's wonderful. And to build upon this practice, we'll add a mantra to our breath. I'm sure you're already aware of what a mantra is. If not, then mantra is a spiritual sound vibration, or you can say sacred sound or transcendental sound. This mantra, as described in the yoga literatures, it descends from the spiritual dimension. It is passed down from the Supreme Soul through a long line of spiritual teachers who receive this mantra, pass it on to their students, then the students from them, it passed on to their students, and is received down in called a disciplic succession, without the mantras losing their potency. So when you hear this mantra and you add them into your lives, it has a wonderful effect. It has a deeper effect on our consciousness, on our mind, on our heart. And a simple way we can add this mantra is with our breath. So the mantra we'll be using is Aum, A-U-M, and Hari, H-A-R-I. So we inhale, we say the mantra Aum Hari Aum in our mind, and when we exhale, we say the mantra out loud throughout the whole length of our breath. So just continuing your long deep breath, this complete yoga breath, and on the third exhalation we'll add this mantra and we'll say it out loud together. So inhaling, exhaling, inhaling again, exhaling, inhaling, saying the mantra in the mind, and exhaling out loud. Aum Hari Aum. We continue this practice for some time. Aum Hari Aum. 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 Let this mantra resonate in your mind. Aum Hari Aum. If your mind wanders away, just gently place it back onto these mantras. Aum Hari Aum. Last two. Aum Hari Aum. Aum feeling good? Yeah, I'm feeling good for sure. No matter when you do it, these practices are amazing. Now, this is one way, adding, making time for some mindfulness practice, for some this Aum Hari Aum breathing helps definitely. The other thing that helps with managing stress is exercise. And like I've been contemplating on doing exercise, but I'm just too busy, and I'm like, whoa, I really don't have a lot of time. So what I have done is two things. First is I have found some YouTube channels that does 10-15 minutes of exercise. In fact, our YouTube channel, Australian School Meditation Yoga, has some 15-minute yoga asana videos. My wife is doing some too, Chantel, 15 minutes one. So I've started to do them, and I'm like, wow, 15 minutes, that's a good start, let's take small steps and then we'll do what happens. And the other way is by doing japa meditation. It's the same idea of using mantras for meditation, but you use what is called japa beads with this meditation practice. Most of you, I'm assuming you already know. If you are new, then this is called japa beads. You have a head bead with a tassel, and then you have 54 beads. Different japa beads can have different numbers. Traditionally, they use 108 beads, but look, doesn't matter how many beads are there. So on the head bead, you say the mantra Haribol, and this is an opportunity to express our gratitude to all the spiritual teachers for passing this meditation to us. And the bead on next to the head bead, you use the mantra for meditation. In this case, we'll use the mantra Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol. I'll put that on the screens for you. So we'll say the mantra softly. Japa means soft recitation. So we'll say Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol, and we move to the next beat. You can use your thumb and your middle finger. Traditional, that's what you use, or any finger that's more comfortable, doesn't matter. So simple practice. Again, the idea is to bring your mind back onto this meditation. Our mind tends to wander away. We are using our sense of speaking, we are using a sense of hearing, we are using a sense of touch. So all of that helps to draw the mind in this meditation practice. And that helps a lot, because mind is one of the, so to speak, is as the bank, like a reservoir of these thoughts and anxieties and stressfulness and memories. So the more you purify your mind by placing on the spiritual sounds, it leaves you alone. And in fact, it becomes your friend and listens to your desires. We'll talk about that in a separate subject, but let's get started. And so I've been doing this going on a walk. Of course, I'm in the camera, so I can't do that. I tried, but it was too distracting. So we'll do that sitting, but feel free to go on a walk if you have to. 5-10 minutes, beautiful. We have a nice bike track, trees, in the evening, see some sunset, go out, do a japa session, come back. Amazing. So let's do it. Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol. Next beat. Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol. You can join in whenever. Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol. Oh, sorry, I just forgot to mention, if you don't have the beads, feel free to use your finger for counting that way, or just listen along with me and just try to focus on these mantras. That would be helpful as well. Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol. 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 Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol, 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 NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol, 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 NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol, Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol, Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol, Haribol. So we finished one round of japa meditation. Now if you want to do more rounds, if you have more time to do, let's say 2 rounds, just go in the opposite direction and not cross the head beat. So we're not crossing over, we're going the opposite direction. Or just turn the beats over and start in the same direction. Doesn't matter. The point is we don't cross the head beat, because as we mentioned, we traditionally what we follow, and if you can make this a habit, this is going to be really transformative. I mean, I have been doing this regularly for a long time, and honestly, when I think about it, japa meditation is a time when a lot of my questions gets answered. I go for a japa walk, and usually if there are certain problems in my mind that has been bothering me or that I'm trying to resolve, you actually get some insights that helps to get a different perspective, different outlook to that problem, and more often than not, you actually find a way to address that situation. And sometimes it can be just as simple as just accepting the situation as they are. We can't really change anyone around us except us, ourselves, and sometimes when you accept things as they are, and people as they are, and the situation as they are, you are actually able to find a way to live with that situation. Okay, this is how it is, and what can I do to make things better, rather than trying to change the situation or change the people around. Just being, you know, accepting that that's just how it is, you know. And it gradually develops, you know. The more we practice this spiritual meditation, the more those patience, those acceptingness, those humbleness, it gradually comes, you know. It gets uncovered from you, the Atma within the body, and it helps so much in dealing with real life situations. So the last practice I thought is one of the easiest and the most fun practice, and you can share with your family, with your friends, is called the process of kirtan meditation. And it is where we sing these mantras in a group. How easy and nice is that? You know, part of any transformation, part of when you're trying to make any changes is friends, association, you know. If you hang out with friends who are heavy drug users, heavy alcohol users, and then you go, you say, you know what, I'm having this problem, what do I do? Oh, here you go. Have a drink, mate, it should be fine, you know. But if you go to people who gather at a meditation evening, you know, practicing meditation, and they will understand. They say, you know what, just practice this meditation and you will feel good. Okay, so we have centers everywhere, and or if you can't come to a center, you just join in from your home and sing with us. Very simple process. I'll sing the mantra, Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol. You take it in and you follow along and you sing back and take the benefit. And you can bring your ukulele guitar, and it's nice practicing playing music. Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol, Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol. Your turn. Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol, Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol, Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol, Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol. I hope you're singing. NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol, Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol. Let's sing together. Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol, Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol, Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol, Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol. Last time all together. Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol, Haribol, NitaiGaur, NitaiGaur, Haribol. If you have kids and they're causing tantrums, just bring this ukulele or guitar out and just sing along, and it's amazing. You can do something with your family and friends. So that is Kirtan for you, and I thought I'll leave it with the last thing that I practiced, or I tried to practice on a regular basis, is reflection, reflecting. You know, I just wrote down, okay, what is it that I'm doing? I wrote it down in a diary. And what is it that's causing me trouble? What is it that is urgent? What is it that's pressing? What is it that needs to be fixed right away? And I mapped it out in a calendar, and I feel now, oh, it doesn't feel like everything has to be finished today or tomorrow. And especially if you're working with other people and they have expectations, it's actually easier. It helps a lot when you map it out in a calendar and you say, hey, look, I'm sorry, this is what I need to do, this is what I can approach on this day, and this I can do in the next day, and this is just how it is, you know. And it's easier for us to see where you're at, what you can do and can't do, and you can slot in 10 minutes of this meditation practice, 15 minutes of japa practice, 5 minutes of breathing break, you know, and so your day seems more holistic. You know, you are taking time for everything, and that also includes in terms of journaling or reflection about how you're going and what are some of the things, challenges that you're facing internally, or some of the things that is worrying you or stressing you out. Perhaps writing it, and then, you know, you use this meditation practice and you pray upon it, you know, that how can I solve these things, you know, and things becomes easier, you know. I mean, these things all looks nice or sounds nice, but the more regularly we do it, the easier it becomes, and the easier it is to, you know, face these daily challenges and look after ourselves, and yeah, and be nice to everybody, and just having a good day, you know. So that's all from me. Thank you very much for your patience and listening, and hope it was of some value. I tried to be honest and share what I actually practice and I do, and I hope it is of some value. So thank you again. Namaste. If you have any comments or you like to share something that has helped you in managing stress, or some things that that has been helpful, then please do share. And until next time, Namaste. Haribol.